Here's the story of how I became incredibly rich by almost getting hit by lightning. See, now every good story starts with a plan, and I can assure you, all of this was a plan. My plan was simple. I was going to scam my entire family. I can assure you, though, I am an amazing person. I knew that I had to wait for the perfect time to strike. And then the day came. I was at the cottage with two other family members. For the purpose of this story, they'll be named Sam and Goose. See, now, at the cottage, there's this humongous lightning storm, and everyone's stressing to close windows, close doors, stop leaks, all the important things. But no, I'm not for that. See, I strategically sat in the shadows eating some cake. It's part of the plan. And then something tragic happened. To my absolute horror, to my absolute despise, whilst I was eating my cake, Goose came to me and asked me to do a job. I was able to pull together the final bits of energy that the cake had provided me. I stood up heroically, walked towards the goose, dramatically turned my head, and said with heroic positivity, "Coming." My job was simple. All I had to do was take clothes off the metal clothesline surrounded by trees during a lightning storm. So let's get a little layout here. So here we have like the side of the cottage. It's only partially in frame for the shot. Then we have a little balcony area over here and some stairs going down. Then there's grass and everything over here. Then there's a pathway kind of leading over here to some other like sheds, stuff like that. And then move a few meters out and a few meters up, and out in the middle of nowhere, the clothesline stands. And then, as mentioned before, there's some trees and kind of vegetation all around it. Tall trees, I might add. So I went on to do it. I courageously swung open the door, heard the terrifying sound of rain and thunder, took steps down the slippery stairs. Then I saw it, and I heard it. In the times where I could not think of anything, I thought back to what the famous Barack Obama once said. During times where you think all is lost, scam your family. So here's how the story continues. It turns out that the goose came outside and rescued me. I still don't believe it. I still think that me and all my epicness was able to get myself inside without the help of any others. But for today's purpose, we'll give the goose the time to shine. So I'm laying there on the couch thinking to myself, plan is working. My reasoning behind this being is now that anyone who comes to me will feel the need to feel bad for me. Mortals. The next few hours was slow, but that was okay because, see, I knew the relatives were coming over. No, that is part of the plan. So basically what happened is the goose made a call to the relatives saying, "Oh, just so you're informed for when you come through the door, Sparky is dying on the couch." That call was a necessity to the plan. Everything was in place. The relatives were coming over. The lightning had struck. The relatives have heard of the tragedy that is Sparky. Now, it was just a matter of sitting back and observing the madness that I had started. Now this is when the big bucks started rolling in. One after the other, relative after another, with basically the same script built in. "Oh, you were so strong. You deserve to take this." And then, of course, they would slip in some money. And just like that, my plan to be a billionaire was complete. Since some of you are probably thinking, this isn't true, no way you got hit by lightning and got rich off your family, I called up some of my closest friends to prove to you that it is indeed a true story. Remember that time I almost got hit by lightning and then all my family gave me a lot of money?
No.
So now that I've asserted my dominance, I'm gonna leave it off on the note that if you made it to the end, sincerely, thank you. And also, subscribing helps a ton, and I casually stream on Twitch. Anyways, that is all I have to say. Stay awesome.